Right, okay, let's look at this question. So in this video, we're going to discuss a question. In a computer game known as Maze of Tunnels, there are 2 tunnels leading from point A to point B, 3 tunnels leading from point B to point C, and 4 tunnels leading from point C to point D. Calculate the number of routes a rat can take to move from point A to point B via point B, means passing through B. And for question B, from point A to point D, passing through point B and C. Right? Okay, let's look at this question, and you can try the question before looking at my solution. Alright. The question is saying that in a computer game, there are 2 tunnels leading from point A to point B. Let's say from location A to location B, the game there is 2 tunnels. Alright. There are 2 tunnels for the rat to pass through. Right? It's either the first tunnel or the second tunnel. So means they have 2 choice, right? They have 2 choice. So and from point and 3 tunnels from point B to point C. Right? You have more tunnels now, adding additional of 1 tunnel. Right? And later on, and from point C to point D, so point C to point D, so we have 4 tunnels. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Which we can reaching point D, right? So means that, okay, I repeat again the question saying that there are 2 tunnels from for point A to point B. So means there are 2 ways for the rat to move to B, right? So but for the rat to move to C, there are how many ways? Here you have 2 ways, here you have 3 ways, right? So it's a multiplication. So you have to multiply 2 with 3. So we have 6 ways, because you see, one choice, let's say you're choosing this first way, then you have 3 different ways here, right? So each of these have 3 different ways. So and for this, you have 3 different ways. So total you have 6 ways, right? So all the easy, I just multiply 2 ways, multiply with 3 ways. If I want to move from A to C. So now the question simple, the question A, I already answered you. Let's say I want to move from point A to point C, passing through point B, right? So the solution will be very easy. It's 2 ways, right? 2 ways multiply with 3 options here. So total you have 6 ways, right? If you count, you really have 6 ways. All right. So now from here, from A to C, there is 6 ways, right? There is 6 ways. So now, how about if I want to move from point A to point D, passing through B and C, right? Now it's just now from A to C, I have 6 ways. So now if I move from point A to point D, then I have how many ways? But from point A to point C, I know there is 6 ways. So now from here to here, there is 6 ways. And here you have 4 ways. So very simple. So for B, you just take the 6 way, because from A to C, you have 6 ways. And multiply with 4 ways. So total you have 24 ways. Right? You have 24 ways. So let's say if I have another, let's say I have E, tunnel E. So means here I have 5 ways, maybe 6 ways. All right. So what happened, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say if I have 6 ways from point D to point E. So now, if I want to move from point A, go to point E by passing through B, C, and D, the result is very simple. All right, it's very simple. Just now you know from A to D, you have 24 ways, right? 24 ways. So I just take the 24 way, multiply with from the point D to point E. There are how many ways? We have 6 ways. So we just multiply by 6, right? So we have 124 times with 6, right? So we have 144 ways. So means, can you see the getting more complicated, right? The games. So if you want to guess for the rats to move from point A to point B. So there is only two possibility, right? So but when you from A to C, then you have six possibility because it can be going this way, right? Or it can be going this way. So there are six possibility. It's still okay. But after you adding the more terminal, right? So it's a A to D. So it's getting more complicated, right? 24 ways. And finally, you adding E, you have 144 ways. It's getting uh, more choice, right, for the rat to go through the tunnel, right? Means that more choice for rat to move from A to point E because there are many tunnels now. They have 144 ways the rats can go through. All right, that's all for this video. Hope you understand.